Hi, I'm Manny Fitzsimmons. I'm your Washington Realtors Legal Hotline lawyer. A question I've received recently from a few different brokers and in a few different ways boils down to this question. Can I, as a potential buyer's broker, video record the interior seller's home? Or sometimes the question comes packaged as, can my buyer videotape the interior of seller's home? Maybe buyer has family out of town, they want to videotape the interior seller's home and let the family out of town see it. More often though, the question comes from buyer brokers whose buyers are unavailable to come tour the house immediately, and in this rapid fire market, they want to go preview the home, videotape it, send the videotape to their client. And the answer is, without seller's permission, no, you may not videotape the interior of a seller's home. Buyer brokers will sometimes respond and say, I'm not talking about posting it on social media. I'm not talking about sending it out to anybody other than my buyer. And the answer is still no. Without sellers or listing brokers' permission, you may not videotape the interior of seller's home. Why not? Because there is much about seller's security that can be discovered from watching a video that can't be discovered from the photographs that were taken by a professional photographer when the seller knew that the photographer was going to be coming into the seller's home. For example, maybe there are children in the home and you come in with your video camera at a time when the seller's not expecting, and dresser drawers are open, or there's small clothes laying on the floor, or just even the children's bedroom. You videotape the children's bedroom, and now some third party has knowledge of the fact that there are children in this home. Maybe you pan the wall that picks up the security system, and now a bad guy knows what kind of security system the seller has in this home. Maybe you pan across something with your video that is an item of particular value, high value, that the seller had tucked away during the professional photographs, but now you've captured it on a video. And I know that the question goes along the lines of, I'm just sending it to my buyer, it's not going to be posted on social media. But how do you know that? And once you let that video go, how do you control that? How do you keep the buyer from posting this video on his Facebook feed to say, hey, look at the house I'm trying to buy. How cool is this? You cannot videotape the interior of a house without the owner's permission, either directly from the owner or through the listing broker. A follow-up question that I will sometimes get, however, says, then what about Facetiming? Can I FaceTime with my buyer while walking through the home? So in other words, my buyer can see in real time everything that I'm seeing because I'm panning my iPad around the house and showing my buyer just as if my buyer were there, and I'm not recording what I'm viewing. Is that okay? And the answer to that question is sure, absolutely. That would be no different than buyer being there with you. The key element is that a video recording is not created. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions on this topic or any other, send an email to me, legalhotline@warealtor.org. Thank you for being a Washington Realtors member.